turn it on. Oop. Hey, buddy. Hey. You got puppy breath. Puppy breath. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, I can.
Get on there.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening. This is Ace, and I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes, bringing you another night of action-packed evening. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy?
Lori has already said out of the chute, financing? Yay!
Woo! We got a lot of stuff to carry tonight. Go over tonight. What? What are you pointing at?
You're not supposed to talk when I show you to do something.
Everybody, if you would have seen the sign language going.
Get to where we're level.
Yes. So you don't have to hold it up?
Yeah.
All right. I always read this when I come in. It's like, the world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean, nasty place. Said, you, me, nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning's done. And you're a winner. Yeah, Rocky.
That's so cool.
That's in my office, everybody. Look, so I got 2 childhood guys. There's my guy, Arnold.
Idols, yeah.
And then Rocky. Golly.
Conquer.
How cliche is that?
I love it.
Where'd my dog go?
He's running there somewhere.
Come here, buddy. Amanda's had him out, look, running around crazy. I'm trying to teach him something. He's peed in the floor twice. He's went poop in the floor. Once.
Only once.
While I was gone.
And he's tore up a oatmeal lid.
She don't care.
I don't care. Let me watch your dogs.
We're going to go out in the shopper, but I'm going to point out some things on some homes, so stay tuned. And I do always love showing you our construction.
Oh, your mic is not on? I thought you pushed it.
I thought I turned it on too. So all that, and nobody heard me?
Let me see.
Was it green?
Can you hear now? Let's
Look.
see. Stop. Okay. How about now? Does everybody hear everything?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Now you're good.
So before, they didn't hear nothing we said earlier?
Well, yeah. Let's say it's not. Well, hey, it gives you a do-over.
So how do we do a do-over?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear.
All right.
Let's see. All right.
So we've been deaf, like mute, since the beginning? All right. Hi, I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes.
They heard me.
Really?
Yeah.
But they didn't hear me.
They heard some. We heard it. They said they heard. We can just hear you in the background. So anyway, so they heard all that.
Cool.
Move
all
on.
Right. All right. You know how hard that is to just go and stop? No, go back and then go again. I feel like I'm on HGTV again.
You can do it.
Take 1, take 4. Now this time, smile and say it this way, but then step over this way and lean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can do
Nope,
it.
do it again. And then when I said something that was kind of like interesting, oh, whoa, 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 do that again. And when I did it, I know we got to do it this way and then sound that. I said, if this is the way Brad Pitt makes a living, he can have it.
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Amanda wants me to sit down so she don't have to hold the camera up high. Right? Okay.
Okay, loud and clear, both. They hear both of us.
All right, good deal. When I look on YouTube and I see videos of a guy sitting here, I turn him off because it's like super boring. All right. And I know everybody says don't say it's super boring, but I am really conscious about wanting to give you guys news and information and show you homes and stuff that keeps you excited. All right. But we are a company in Eastern Tennessee that started in the backyard, and we got some big things happening here. Our life is big.
our past is big. I was thinking about stories that we've been through, situations that we have lived through in this company that would curl your hair. I don't care what kind of company you've been in. I don't care what kind of company you've done, from the small, just a small company to multi-million-dollar company. What we've experienced is off the charts.
You couldn't make it up.
Yeah, and we're going to go through, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to get some of these stories and share them with you later. But we were thinking a little bit today. Been a lot going on. Let me share a few things, probably with the title of the show. If you got 20%, we have financing pending the ANSI certification. We hated to put the pending, but that's what it is. Now let me tell you something about the history behind all this. About 2 years ago, we have a lady that was working for us, and we knew we needed to get ANSI certification to get certain loans from banks that would loan money. Well, when we looked into ANSI, ANSI certification, it has mostly to do with your electrical and plumbing in your home, okay? We were told, we researched it, it was going to be tens of thousands of dollars. We needed a research lab, we needed a station lab. All the homes would have to stay in quarantine for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 days sometimes, hooked electrical power. We needed to have special agents flown in with a no ceiling on the top of how much they're going to get paid, what they're going to charge. It was crazy. So we couldn't afford it. So we turned down ANSI. We have been so fortunate, and the only reason that we're fortunate, we've been so fortunate to be in business, right? To stay in business with no financing. Who does that? The only way we've been able to do it is because our prices are the lowest in the country, all right? But because of the lowest, we make the least amount of money and profit on these homes. So we have to put them out there really, really fast. Look, he's going to go again. No, I got to watch him. He's going to pee on my floor. And so we have to build these in a sequence. And it's tough because you got all the moving parts of inventory and prices and people building them, and delays and mistakes and problems and just stuff that happens in any kind of construction industry. It's a part of it. But when your profit line is so marginal, you can't make a mistake. And we've made mistakes. We've had things go wrong. We've had things happen.
Right.
Big things that's happened. A lot of money we have gone through. Things that, the jam, we've lost money in both jams. We've lost money. We've had houses that I've bought back from customers. There were big houses that were a lot, just to keep them happy. I didn't have to do that, but I did it to do that. We're talking probably over $150,000, $200,000, remodeling them, selling them out for less than what we got in. This building, the infrastructure, the offices, we needed this to grow. This is not elaborate. As you can see, we use as cheap a lumber and everything that we can to get by. But all that to build a company that's taken hits on solar, the solar power we had a few years ago, the water, we have never recovered from all that, right? We're still just bringing that with us, but we're doing great. We're coming on. We got this new line of homes that we're excited about. So all that involved, and we're progressing and we're going forward. You know, we've got our communities here we're excited about. Now these communities, everybody, we don't make money on these communities. This is not, we get to build the homes that go on the community that facilitates our construction, but there's no cash flow in the communities. You give us a deposit, it goes right out there to Yump and the utility company to put in the utilities. And then it's 2 years before I even get residual income from rent.
Right.
And then the rent that we get will be, you know, a lot of it's going to be going and enhancing it and doing care for the property. This is a long-term commitment from us to get into what we're doing.
Right.
Okay? So that's why I started across the street, is because it's land for sale, right? It was there. It's $250,000 for 162 plus acres. I don't want to put myself in a financial bind. I want to build homes and build a strong company. The financial bind would be to buy that and to go in debt for that. I don't want to do that. I want to pay cash for it. I want to be done. And if you guys invest with me in that, it'll be done. Your investment is secure. Mine's secure. We're good. We're partners in these pieces of property, just like right here on these three communities. So back to the ANSI. As you all know, I have met with an investor that came here about 6 months ago. He flew in from Nashville. It was a beautiful entry because he had a helicopter and it was really cool, and he ended up being a very nice guy. Wasn't flamboyant like you would think. A man with a helicopter
The
could fly in.
means,
Yeah,
yeah.
the means of doing what he is. Very down to earth. I like him. We consider each other friends now. I just went to Florida a week and a half ago. He invited us down. I went down there. Great accommodations, beautiful place. Just a pure gentleman. Pretty much almost like a handshake guy. He's offered to come in for financing, but he's offered in for, wanting to be a part of everything that we're doing, And we started this in the backyard. And there's something about wanting to continue a dream that you started. I really like this investor. I think he's a good guy. I think he's an honest person. But I've never had a partner. And I'm hesitant because I'm hard on myself because I want to build beautiful homes, big homes, nice homes. I want to build a company. I don't know how it will feel to share everything with another person. And so, and I'm really being honest with you guys because I'm old enough now that I've been through enough life that money is not my carrot. And I know that sounds so weird to hear, like there's nobody that believes that because money is everything. I wouldn't have the clothes, the dog, the boxes, the camera, the microphone, the shoes, this chair, the lights without money. All right, so I'm not stupid. We need to make money.
Right.
But what gets me out of the bed is a dream. And I've told you this before, but it is the journey in which I've got 28 men and women working out on the floor building tiny homes. We got 40, 50 customers that we love, that they've entrusted their money, their life savings, and everything they've got in this world for us to build them a home to live in. There's mistakes that are made that people get mad and people show good reviews, bad reviews, and it bothers us. And all the spirit that happens in a business is just part of life. And I take it all and really enjoy all of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly, like we've talked a lot about on our videos. And I show you the good, bad, and ugly. I show you the mistakes we've made. I show you the things we've done. So all that is a reason why I'm in business, right? I could go out and be a carpenter and just swing a hammer and drive a truck and do repairs and do remodels, and I could do that. But I've gotten into this business, and I enjoy building these little tiny homes. I live in one right now. I live in a half of a tiny house, and I like doing that. This has been enjoyable for me, and so that's why I have told the investor that I just want to wait. I don't want to do this right now. I appreciate his interest in what we're doing and how what he's offered for us, but I'm waiting. I want to finish this journey that we've started. This has been something I never thought would ever happen again after I lost the resort at Brothers Cove. Didn't know I'd ever have the opportunity to have another business, right? It's becoming something bigger than my first company that I had. It's becoming more, everything's more, from the popularity to more employees to everything. So I want to finish this ride. I want to keep going where we're going and see where it happens. But this investor was so nice. I'm going to tell you how good he was. That for just, I think that when it gets done, it may be about $8,000 or $10,000. And we're done. So we've contacted the company. I actually contacted him yesterday. As soon as he sent that, knowing that we don't really want to partner up yet. And he even said, when you're ready to partner up, I'm here. But if you need anything, let me know. And by the way, hey, we're back.
Yeah.
You know what? If it's boring, turn me off. But we have people
they're not.
all right, we have people that are interested in what I'm saying. Anyway, he was kind of give us information. So we contacted them. We have an ANSI's inspector coming here in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. He's coming here. So what that does, that immediately opens us, I know, to at least one more company will, and I talked to him today, that will offer financing. So what we've done today, we've submitted an application to the finance company. That'll take 3 to 5 days to get that information. And as soon as it's back, will give us a 4-digit number. You all can apply online. He said the fastest they've been qualified somebody was 4 minutes.
Hang on a second. double check. Can you hear good? Are you in it now? Some people saying it's blurry because it's really bad, can't hear. What? I know it rained earlier.
Should we go out in the shop with a router?
Maybe. Let's try that. All right, and we'll just gonna lock him in.
You want to come with us?
Tell him we're gonna tell what we said again.
All right. Come on.
Hold on. Here, yeah, let me get my coat on. Hang on, we'll get back to it. Hold on. You won't miss anything. We'll have him repeat it.
We'll go out in the warehouse. We've got the router. It's up high in a box. Come on, Ace.
Come on, Betty.
Come on, Ace. Come on, you're spoiled. Amanda spoiled you already.
One afternoon.
Back in the Army, buddy. Come on.
Okay.
Is it better now?
Okay, now how is it before we start?
Can you hear me?
Talking.
Testing. 1, 4, 8, 16,
Okay.
30.
Hang on a second. Barbara said can't hear. Hold on a second. All right. How's it looking, everybody?
How's that? Am I green?
You say
Yeah, I can see it in the
you're
reflection.
green. Better, good, better. So much better. Okay, hang on. Still good? Everybody good? Because he's gonna repeat it. Okay, good, better. All right. Everybody's back on.
Good, better, not great.
Great. Okay, he just said great. Okay.
All right.
Now, start with back where you said the investor.
Yeah. Well, let me go back where we were needing to get ANSI certified.
Yes.
So 2 years ago, we tried to get ANSI certified, and it was going to be tens of thousands of dollars and slow down production. It was you just couldn't. It couldn't work. It couldn't happen. It was just too much money. We had to be a modular home company, a big $1 million. So anyway, we threw that out. And so if it wasn't for you all buying homes and our low prices that everybody loves here and stimulating sales here, we wouldn't have stayed in business. All right. So the investor showed up about 6 months ago, and I wanted to tell you, he's a pure gentleman, good guy. Even though he's very affluent, he is very down to earth, and I was just really impressed with his candor and how he talked to me, how he was respectful for our company, his family, and everything. It was just a good feel that I got from him. The only thing is the investor, he just, he wanted to be partners, in, like, if we do a community, it's, partners in everything, not just the lending of it, okay? And I don't want to get into the specifics of it. It's a deal that him and I were talking about. So it was a great opportunity for me personally to be able to have a person that has that kind of financial backing to thrust our company and the communities probably in a nationwide campaign that would probably be it would be the biggest thing in the country. And I turned it down for now. I turned it down for now because I want to stay in the place that I am right now. I have to finish what we started. I want to build this company. I want to build more buildings. I told you, and I had spoken earlier, and I said, even though it was a guaranteed, pretty much guaranteed money that you don't have to worry about things, that we're going to make a profit, that we're going to make something. Right now, we do struggle. It's an everyday fight just to stay alive and to keep going. And, we're a small company. You're juggling materials and manpower and hours we're putting it in and profits and all this stuff, right? Where somebody like that behind you, it kind of helps you out. It kind of like gets you a little bit of breath, even though you have to make all those numbers still work. You have somebody that's going to help you, right? So, but I wanted to say that I turned him down for now. It may be something in the future we can do. And you know what? He was kind enough to say, I totally understand that. I respect that. And when you're ready, give me a call. I'd love to see what we can come up with, right? But in the same time that I talked to him, he sent me an email 2 days before that about an ANSI certification, that he'd found a company that would certify us for less than $10,000. And I couldn't believe it. And he still gave us that information, even though we're not doing business together per se right now. And that's the kind of guy he is. And he was just like, hey, there you go. He said, I want to see you do good. Let me know if and when you're ready. So we called the company of the ANSI certification, right? We called them immediately and we got them on board to go. The reason is because ANSI, ANSI, which has to do nothing with structural. It's all electrical and plumbing. We called him immediately and we're flying the guy out here. He is an inspector that will be in our facility in 2 weeks. So when he gets here, he'll look at our facility and how we're doing business. We've already got the booklet. The investor actually sent me an email with the booklet, 200-page booklet, for us to do what we need to get going on it. So all I want to say is, if the investor watches us at time to time, and I wanted to tell him how grateful I am of him, how respectful I am of him, how he handled himself with me and my son, and he was just, he impressed me. You know, we all think people with a lot of money are certain ways, and he didn't fit that mold. He was very cordial, down to earth, and good guy. All right. So now back to our business. If and when we applied for the ANSI, seems like we'll get it. We do pretty much everything that they want us to do. We're doing some inspections, some tools, and meters that we had to buy. So we're doing that right now. I called the mortgage company that we've been wanting to do business with for over 2 years. They need ANSI certification. We're getting ANSI certification. I told them, what do we need to do? Can we expedite this financing?
Right.
He said, of course you can. So today we filled out an application, sent it in. It takes 3 to 5 days to get back for our company. Then when we get that back, they're going to give us a 4-digit number. You all can immediately start applying for loans. Now, even though we don't have the ANSI certification done, it's going to take 3 to 4 weeks or so to get that certification. You all can start applying for loans, get approved for loans, and start. You can get contracts, you can get it set up, it's all ready to go. The ANSI is just really when it gets done, okay? So when we complete your home, then you guys sign off on it, which goes to the bank and said, hey, you received your home, then we get reimbursed for the money to build your house, right? The way we've stayed in business is that our customers have been paying us up front. And that's the only way we stay in business. It has been unbelievable how everybody has really been good to us about giving us our money up front, even though your home's not going to be built for 3 to 4 to 5 months. We use that money, and that's how we've been able to buy a lot of materials, and we get our prices down low, and we buy everything in advance, and it's just been a great opportunity. When you do financing, all we'll be able to get is a 20% down. Okay, so what we're doing now, of course, what instilled all this, we've always need financing for our company, but we're the resort across the street. Our resorts or our communities that we design facilitates the sales of our homes that we build. So we've got almost 150 lots that will be developed right here on these 3 communities. That's 150 homes, hopefully. There are some people bringing in their own tiny homes, but most of the homes we're getting to build. So that helps build our company. So we're actually looking a year down the line. All these communities will be done in 2020. So I'm looking for next year. And that's why the land across the street, I've put some money down to hold, right? So we featured it out. We have over 75 inquiries about wanting to be on that resort property with us. We needed 40, and we got 75 interested people, and that's just been in a couple weeks. So where we stand right now, there's been a lot of puzzles that had to get together, right?
Ready to get him.
Come here, Ace.
He's went behind that thing.
Oh, he's all right. There's a big
Is he
hole
all
back
right?
there. Yeah.
Okay.
So what we need, what we'll do is we put some money down. We need to close on the property.
Yeah.
And like I said, what we do is we just take your money and we buy the land, we develop the land, and then we give you a great opportunity to live there for really, really inexpensive rent, right? Well, the resort area over there, you don't have to put any money down on a lot. You just buy the house. And inside the house, we've included the lot that you will rent from us. You don't own it, you just rent it. But you can rent it for the rest of your life if you'd like, right? but it's going to be a bigger lots, more wooded, more property, hiking trails. We got some dreams about what I'd like to do there. If we get 75 folks, then that gives us even more revenue to build a big, beautiful barn, right? That we can have weddings and venues and stuff like that, all the amenities. This is all on the ground floor. I had a gentleman text or email me today and had all these questions, and I totally understand. What's the size of the lots? What's the plat you're going to have for the, the resort? Mailboxes and trash pickup and all these things. I can't tell you all that right now. We're just a concept. It's just, and that's what's been unique about the communities here where we're at. We're designing the communities. People bought, you have given us deposits for your lot when we didn't even have roads in the ground. And look, you see what we've done. We're digging out here. We're putting the beach in right now. The electric transformers were in today, Amanda.
I took pictures of it. I actually posted it on Facebook today.
The transformers are in. The sewer, the power's going in out in the forest right now. We're digging the power. It's raining again today.
I know.
But we're gearing up. The rain's going to stop in a month or so, and the weather's going to turn nice.
And actually, they got to work on that most of the day before it started raining, so that was good.
Yeah. And the beach we continue work on because it's concrete. So everybody, I think if you followed us enough to know, and that's the people that are investing in us, people that have followed us and trust us and know what we're doing, that's where we're at. So there's about, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 people that have voiced that they have 100% of the financing.
Right.
And this is what, for you to give us 100% of your home, like it's a $66,000 or $70,000 home, if that's what you would like, you all know what we'll be doing. We'll build your home. And what we're going to do is if you say, hey, I want a home, we put you on the build schedule. Right now, we're about 4 months out before we can start your house. Almost 5 months. We sold through 3 homes today. So our time frame, we just hired 4 more carpenters, right? We're going to start building another round building that attaches to this so we can have more room. So let's say you want to invest in the resort. You just pay for your house, and that includes the resort, right? That's only a special for over there, but it's a 10 by 26, 28, or 30.
Can it be bigger?
Amanda and I, we has to be bigger for the money numbers to work.
Does it have to be, can it be over 30?
Yeah, or you can be 40. You can be whatever you guys like. We can make it a bigger home.
10 by 26 is the minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For now, that's what we're doing. So what we're doing is the people that have 100% financing, you pay for your house, you're on the build schedule, right? We put you on it, I build your house. Let's say we build your house and the resort's not done yet. The infrastructure's not done. These homes that are temporarily set up over here where the Acunas are, my mom and everybody's living,
concrete.
all that's going to be gone when we develop the beach and the prairie and the forest, when it's all done. So in about 4 to 5 months, these developments are going to be done. So those homes will be gone. And so if we finish your home before the resort is done, and who knows how that's all going to work at the resort, but I don't want to push the resort, all right? We'll set your home up over here where we've got these.
So
We can rent them out.
Live in it,
You can live in it if you want. You can rent it out if you want. We'll have a management company starting to rent it out overnight for you, okay? So you're getting your home that you paid for, and we're setting it right there. And at the same time, as we finish these out, we'll be building the resort across the street. Now, that's going to take a year to 18 months to complete.
Right.
All right? If you paid in full up front and you got your house built, you got your house plus the $10,000 worth of amenities we've included in this special deal. But you get first pick of any lot you want.
And 2 years free.
Yeah, and you get 2 years free rent, 2 years free management company. So let's say you spend $66,000 on a house, you pay 20% down, or you paid it in full. Either way, say you paid it in full. We put it over here on the concrete. We've had 4 or 5 people today that wanted to stay in a tiny home we didn't have any to sleep in.
Yes, I know.
Overnight.
We have people all the time that need to rent a
Yeah.
tiny house.
And I don't even have the management company set up.
No.
We haven't even advertised anything. So as soon as we do, we will start renting out your homes, right? We'll rent them out all over this place. We'll set them up right here and it'd be nice. That's what we'll do for you before the resort's not started. everybody, this is so, what do you call it? It's unorthodox, the way we're doing this. This is
Yes,
not,
we've always been,
you know, it's
yeah.
like a developer would go in and buy the land and develop everything, and okay, now we'll have a model and let's try to sell homes, right? We're selling them before we even start, because you guys have believed in us and what we're doing, right? I'm trying to say how you're protected. You're protected because you're buying a home, you're getting amenities that you're paying for in a special deal. So if anything, if the whole world ended and you guys lived, you got a house that you paid for, right? But on top of that, we're giving you 2 years free rent, 2 years free management company. And then when it's done, the lot rent over there is going to be half or a third of what it would be anywhere else in a comparable kind of resort area, right?
Right.
Now, that same deal is going for the beach and going for the prairie, but you have to have that size home. It has to be a 10 by 26, 28, or 30 to get the deal and the amenities.
Now, can you talk about, do you want to reveal the name of the company?
What company?
The finance company.
Yeah, well, we've been looking into 21st Mortgage, but also Lightstream's approached us. And the other one, what was it called? Hearth?
Lynn.
Lending
had come up,
Tree.
and I've not got to, Lending Tree I looked up, and then Lynn looked up, sent to us Hearth.
Yep.
I think, what was it, Lynn, again?
Yeah, I think it was
If you'll
Hearth.
Post that.
Yep.
Yeah, Hearth.
And Lightstream, somebody said, is looking really, really nice.
But the ones that we're personally talking to that you'd call
It's
today,
21st Mortgage.
21st
We've been
Mortgage.
talking to them for 2 years.
years.
All right? And this ANSI certification and some other things. Get this. I talked today to a representative from 21st Mortgage. And I said, how are these other tiny homes? He said, yeah, we finance tiny homes all over the country.
Yeah, Texas was big.
I'm like, you're kidding
Alabama,
me.
Yes.
I said, how are they doing it? He goes, they're RVIA certified.
Yeah.
They're NOAA certified.
We weren't told that before.
They never told us that when I called 21st Mortgage.
Yeah.
They always said we had to be ANSI. They never said NOAA or RVIA. Now, when I go to other lending companies, they don't care if you're NOAA or RVIA or even ANSI. They just don't loan because they don't know anything about tiny
How
homes.
does it work? Will it be a personal loan or a mortgage?
It'll be a mortgage.
Do we know anything about the interest
Well,
rate?
the investor that we were going to use, the private investor, which we may in the future, but what he was doing was mimicking their business plan,
Right.
which was a 650 credit score, amortized at, I'm not saying that right, amortization
Yeah.
at 23 years. That does your payments per month. The percentage of a loan will be from 7 to 12%, ranging wherever your credit score and how you look financially.
Yeah.
Okay? You all, I think because I'm submitting 2 years of financial statements and taxes, they're just looking at your credit score and how you look on credit, because they'll look at your credit score and they know what you own, what you don't own, your debt.
And it's fast.
You guys get it the same day.
Yeah. He said within an hour, and the quickest that he ever had was 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yes.
So you get accepted and done. So that process is going. I says, well, what about our ANSI? Do you have to have that now? And he goes, no, because you know why? They're not going to submit money to us unless we got our ANSI. But you guys will know if you're approved.
Right.
That's going to take 3 to 5 days for us to get our 4-digit code that you guys can use, and you go to 21st Mortgage, plug it in, and see what you come up with. This is going to be big because it's not just for the resort. It's for every home from now on we build. That you guys, I told the guy today, I said, you're probably looking at about 150 homes that might come your way really quick. And the way he sounded, it's like, I don't think there's another company in the country that has that many
He was
people.
blown away by how much we got going on.
Yeah, yeah, and so was the ANSI inspector. The ANSI inspector was like, he said, what do you guys build, 8 or 10 a year?
Yeah.
So anyway, he was kind of impressed with what we're doing, and we're excited about what we do.
It's exciting news. Now, our next step now, Randy and I went through a contract today. What's everybody's next step, those that are wanting to pay 100% or get financing?
The next step is let's sell houses. Let's sell the homes that want to go in the resort. So let's say, hey, let's say Mr. John Doe wants to buy a home and a lot, and he wants to be in the resort and live forever, right? Okay, what you need to do is we're going to send you a contract, right? An estimation sheet, what we're doing, and we sell a home to you just like we do anything else. We're going to send a contract to you. You can read it over and see what you think. Now, let's say you want to add something to your house. If you're interested, you say, you know what, I'm in. Because what I've got, I'm going to send to you all is it says a price of how much the home is, right? And everything that's involved, the 2 years, all that stuff. You're going to say, I'm in. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you be in contact with our salespeople. It's my brother, Angie. Who else is it, Amanda? Who do we have?
Lynn, Angie, Sam, and Landon is actually, he's not doing it right now.
Yeah, Lynn, Angie, and Sam.
His schedule doesn't
They're great people. So we'll get you in contact with them. They will run you through the contract. Now, let's say I had a lady who said she wants granite tops.
Right.
I got another lady that said she wanted concrete tops. You know, and I love doing that. We're doing a house that's got a concrete floor in the bathroom.
Right.
So if you all want anything in them homes,
that can be added to the contract.
it's added to the contract.
Okay. Beverly said, I have a question. If we get a loan, doesn't that loan company give you 100% of the amount financed? Does that mean you will start building our home? So just explain that really quick.
All right.
Again.
What we do, how the financing works. Let's say you go to the finance company, they say, yep, you've been approved, we get a contract, it's done, shot, pop, boom, right? You have a down payment that you have to give. You got to, it's
20%.
20% down payment.
Right.
Your 20% down payment comes to us.
Yes.
All right? That's all we get. So we take that, but we will put you on the build schedule just like you paid us in full. So we're going to take that money and build what we're going to try to get. It's not enough to get your house built, but we're going to have to get money to build your house, right? But that's just the way it is. So what we're going to do is we'll take your 20%, get your trailer, get everything we need to possibly build your home. So how we're going to financially work that is there's going to be enough down payments, right? That we use that money to build, to buy materials and go. And as you guys can see how it keeps coming in and how it facilitates. Then we get reimbursed for. Exactly. So we're probably 10, 15 houses. Once we close on them, and that money's rolled back into the company, then we use that money to build the next 10, 15, then 10, 15 like that.
Right, exactly.
So if you understand what I'm saying, if you get financing through this company, you will be required to give a 20% deposit. We'll put you on the schedule.
And that's only with 21st Mortgage. If you get financing on your own, then we get 100% of the funds. So either Lightstream or whoever, Lending Tree.
I don't know how they finance, Amanda.
How they finance it.
I don't know.
Sure how they do.
I don't think there's going to be a finance company that will pay up front.
Right, unless now a personal loan.
Personal loan is just cash in your hand and you come and give it to us, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I wonder, let's see, how long would the approval be good for? I don't know. Or should we not apply until we have the deposit?
Yeah, you need a deposit.
You gotta have the 20% deposit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now listen, I don't know what they're going to require. It could be 10, 15, or 20% deposit, depending on your company. On your finances and your credit score.
Now, good question. Do the payments start when you start building or when we get the home?
When you get your home.
When you get your home.
Yep.
Okay. There was another question I was going to ask. Can we come look at the property?
Yeah.
There's one.
Oh my gosh. When we on it, I'd love for you to come look at it and we'll hike it and everything. Yeah, we'll open it up.
Yeah, for people to see it. Oh,
yep.
I know what I wanted to touch on. We got a deadline to meet.
Yes.
So talk about that.
All right. We have a deadline to meet on the property. We have to close on it on or before March 30th. All right. So the people that said that they have 100% financing, they're the ones that are going to help us purchase the property. And within, if we have 8 people, we have enough to purchase the property and build their home. Okay. So we'll purchase the property, build your house. You got your home. You have your asset. That's what we can do.
And when would the 2 years start?
The 2 years will start when the project is done. When we're able to put your home on the resort, that's when it starts.
Okay.
Not when it's over here.
Not when
we
it's
don't
on the
start 2
concrete.
years. I'm in no hurry to start it. I am. I'd like to get it done tomorrow. But when we're done, when it starts.
The approximate address. Alyssa just told me the address. It's like 953 or
Across the street from us.
Yeah, it's Industrial Road. I
Yeah.
think it's in there in the office, but I thought it was 953.
We have walked probably, I'd say 60% of 70% of that property.
Yeah.
We walked over it. I was real impressed with it. I've developed property, you know, like on my resort. I've developed this property. That's mountain property. It's got mountain pasture. It's an old farm, and it's got crisscross roads where they logged it
It's amazing.
years ago. So there's all kinds of hiking trails already on the property. It's really growed up. It's going to need some loving and going, but that's just part of it.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Cindy just said, yeah, it's across the street. I think the address, our address is 850 Industrial Road.
Yeah.
But I think it's 953 Industrial Road, but it's right across the street. I might have the address wrong.
Yeah.
But so do we need to start sending out the contracts to the people that we already know that are interested, or
Yeah.
is
Well, that's what we did today.
Yeah.
We've put all the information possible that we could, the prices of the homes, how it's going to work, the 2 years, how all the money that's involved, how it's going to happen, and we thought we'd bring this video tonight and tell you a little bit more about it.
And I'm glad he asked this. This is the other question that I was wanting to ask. Is there a loan minimum? Great question. I was going to ask.
Yeah,
that.
I don't think there is.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a loan minimum. Yeah. And listen, y'all, you can get a loan for the beach and the forest and the prairie too, if you want a loan to build a house there. Now, if you want the special that we're offering on the big home, you can still put them on these lots here.
And we don't know about Dana's asking about a penalty for early payoff. We don't know anything about that, do we?
I don't think there is, because our private lender friend, he was mimicking them, and he said there was not a penalty for paying off early.
That'd be great. I've never. Do they? Why would they?
They
do that?
do, but I've
because
never.
They want the
interest
or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
Any more questions? I mean, we're excited. You know, we're hesitantly excited. We're excited about the project across the street. It's going to be fun. That's our year in advance. After the prairie, we won't start that. We could start it simultaneously while we're doing the prairie, and it will start. The city's going to bring their sewer in, the water, the power. We'll start cleaning that up while we're doing the prairie and the beach.
And another good question. Hey, Gloria, will they finance if it is going out of Tennessee? Good question.
Yes.
Yes. So this would be for. It doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be in the community.
Oh, that's
Now,
good.
this is the financing is for our company.
It's
So if
really-
you
yes.
want to buy a $15 house, you can. You want to buy a $22,000 house, you
buy
can.
A kit, you can do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Or pay off, like if somebody there's some of our customers that need help with the remaining.
Yeah.
Some stuff. Okay.
What's wrong, buddy? Look,
It is. Somebody just said it's a big year, Dana. It is. It's a big year.
I told you guys 2020
It's a big year.
was going to be amazing.
David and Karen asked about the farmhouse that's over there. Randy and I went through that thing too. What's it like? Is there any materials you can use? Is it salvageable?
Yeah, it's cool. It's an old. Maybe if we could redo it and use it as like a community center, or I don't know, bed and breakfast or something for the community, or make it a little restaurant or place for it. So that's what's going to be fun, everybody. Once we get over there and really start cleaning it up and realize and see what we really have over there. Like I want to put a wedding venue there. I want to build a big barn like this, right? And it'd be classy. I want to be painted white and, all that kind of stuff, lots of glass and a chapel. That brings income in for the nightly rentals.
And we do have smaller houses. Jennifer's asking about smaller houses, but there's
Yeah.
not going to be smaller houses at the new resort.
Not right now. There's
Not
going
right
to
now.
now see the bigger houses help us finance everything over there. The smaller houses, I see the smaller houses when we start maybe going up in elevation, because it's harder to get a house up there. You don't have as big lots that you can work with. We can start putting smaller houses up higher. Right now, we just don't see how that can work.
Now, let's see, Teresa's asking about a 10 by 38 move to Georgia, and we definitely can do that.
Yeah.
And to get an estimate, contact sales
Yes.
at incredibletinyhomes.com.
Yeah, we've
And
done
even-
them.
Yeah, and Lynn's on here too. She's a salesperson, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 by 38, no problem. Yep, and we can do the Craftsman or whatever. You guys can send us in. We had a lady today that came in, awesome lady from Kentucky going to Seattle, and she had a blueprint. And she said it was real rough. It was on graph paper. She knew exactly what she wanted, and she brought a folder in here with pictures of everything she wanted. Look, he's whining. Wonder what he's wanting.
He's ready to go home.
He's ready to go to bed, isn't he?
I think he is. I think he's ready to go home.
You ready to go to sleep,
And
buddy?
what are the sizes, really quick, of the homes again? The bigger houses.
The bigger houses are 10 by 26, 10 by 28, and 10 by 30.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, we'll build you anything that size. You
Right.
can, if you want something special, custom, we'll do it. Our special we're offering is style home. So if you go on our website, you go on a 10 by 26, 28, or 30, and it's the Freedom Style home. We're including in this special, right, for those 3 homes, we're including an extra dormer, stained outside. We will stain the exterior, finish the floors, finish the countertops, and give you a 10 cubic foot refrigerator. Okay, that's what's included, you know, in appliances. We put a 2-burner stove, range hood, and everything inside. The floor plan is what I was proposing to do. Is I think it's a great rental floor plan, is like our Highland home that we sent to California and one in North Carolina. It has Ocean Breeze because it has a master bedroom, staircase that goes up, bathroom, kitchen, living room. If you want to add a big 10-foot porch and have it hooked to the house and make the trailer 10 foot longer, we'll make it a 40-foot long trailer with a covered porch. There's amenities galore.
Can be added.
It's endless amenities. Those are just the basic things that are included in this home. The mini split, spray foam, everything we do.
Well,
Buddy, what's wrong?
Now, let me ask you this. We got the paperwork this afternoon. Does our paperwork have to be turned in, which we're turning in tomorrow?
Yeah.
It has to be turned in before they can start, or do they go ahead and call?
No,
Or what
no,
happens?
they have to wait until we're accepted by the mortgage company.
Okay.
The mortgage company then will issue us a 4-digit number.
So they
all
got to
right?
have that 4-digit number.
And then you can program it in there and you apply.
All right, so we'll send that in the morning, and
Yeah.
then we'll tell you probably tomorrow.
Takes 3 to 5 business days for them
does
to
it?
get back with us.
Okay.
So we have to get with our accountant, and we have to send them our tax returns, our financials, and all that stuff. And then in return, we start
Then
the
we'll
process.
get the 4-digit code.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. Phew, I'm telling you what.
There's a lot, man.
Yeah, and we're not RVIA certified. Somebody just asked,
No.
Cindy just asked, but we're about to be ANSI certified.
ANSI certified.
Which is electrical and
It's
plumbing, right?
they concentrate on electrical and plumbing.
Okay.
Yeah, not structural.
Yeah.
Tiny homes do not have a structural code,
Mm-hmm.
okay? But that's why we video everything and show you what we build and how we build. Yeah,
Right.
so look at him.
And of course, our website for our prices.
Yeah, we have the RJO, the Freedom and the Craftsman, and of course we'll build you anything you want too.
Homes.com, of course.
Yeah. How's your phone? Is it dying?
No, it's not done. So the resort done by 2020 or 2021? Felipe's asking.
It will go into 2021.
Yes.
That's going to take a year. You know what I want to do is I don't want to push myself and promise things that I can't deliver. All right. I know I can build your homes, and we can have them sitting out here. But when it comes to this weather, you guys know we are 4 or 5 months behind on the forest. That's why I facilitated the beach and the prairie is no trees.
Yeah.
But the weather is killing us, right? The rain.
Yeah.
I've talked to electric company, carpenters, everybody is hurting because of this weather. It's really put everybody behind. So a year to 18 months is what I would like to say. Hey, the worst case scenario hopefully over there is that, okay,
Yes.
on the resort. But everybody is, it's going to be a neat project, I think. And everybody's going to enjoy it. Yeah.
And we already have there's a lady on here just now said, hi, my husband and I would like to rent one of your tiny homes for a few days. Is that possible?
There you
See
go.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see, we do have homes that are ready, that are out there waiting to go in the community. Is there anywhere?
We don't have
where
electric.
to
That's,
hook 'em up?
and I'm
Yes.
telling you, this is why I thought about doing, even though there's homes that maybe go into the forest. Well, if we haven't sold all of our beach yet,
Right.
I'm going to hook them up in the prairie for you guys.
Yes.
So we'll start renting out your house. You can come and stay in them, live in them, whatever you want to do. We'll put them on the beach lots until they sell. And somebody buys a beach lot, then we'll have to move you. But
And then great question, David, David and Karen, if we send our 20%, will that hold a spot for us until we get approved for the
Yes,
financing?
it sure will.
Great idea.
Yes, it will.
Look at him.
What you doing, buddy? What you doing up there, huh? See,
So
now.
just reiterate, just say that again to make sure that we all heard that.
Yeah, if you send in your 20%, that reserves your spot in the resort.
Yeah.
Is that what it meant for the resort?
No, will that reserve,
In your build schedule, it will.
if we send our 20%, will that hold a spot for us until we get approved for financing?
Yes.
Okay, because what's our deadline again? What's our date?
We have to close on or before the March 30th. We would like to have everything in, I'm hoping to be by March
The
25th.
Yeah.
So we need, the 20% deposits in by March 25th. We're going to send, we'll send you a contract and all the things that we spelled out today
Yeah.
that we worked for hours today
Lori
trying to.
said she can send her 20%, and David and Karen, they're very
Okay.
interested in doing it. And we have the list. There's like 7 people who wanted to go ahead and pay cash.
Yep.
There was, I think, 13 that had the 20%.
Okay.
So, what is the amount? Great question, Anna. What is
Yeah.
the amount of the 20%?
It depends on what you buy. If you buy a $66,000 house, it's like
He's
13.2.
chewing on that spray foam.
Hey, buddy, look at him. What you got?
Get that out of your mouth.
What you got?
Don't let him.
Come on down here.
Yeah, you're gonna get poisoned.
He was getting bored. He was
He
purring.
said I could do the 20% tomorrow. That's fantastic.
Let's pull the steps away. Yeah, and we'll put you in line. Are you? And they're talking about the resort, I guess.
And this is that the 20% will hold a spot until they get their financing.
Yes.
Look at him trying to get back up there.
I pulled it away.
Okay, Melissa wants to know, would the down payment be based on a base price or base price plus amenities?
It's amenities and everything that it takes. Everything.
It's everything. Good
Yeah.
question,
Yeah.
Melissa.
Yep.
Yeah. And we are going to do that. I'm glad we actually did one the other day, but we do need to do another one. But they said would be helpful for ITH to craft a short video explaining the resort. Then we can share the link with our friends. And we did do one the other day, but we probably need to do another one for
Yeah.
public.
Sure.
For everybody.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Now that it's rolling, we'll do a video. Let's do it tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll do a video for you guys. We'll post it and we'll talk about the resort.
And we do need to get with Alyssa. This person said, I tried to pay my 20% by credit card, but Amber or someone has not got back to me yet by phone to make for you by appointment. Please get on this. He said that I have the cash. So I've got that. I've already screenshotted that, so I will get with the girls about, Alyssa will figure out what the credit card percentage
There's
is.
a fee, and that's why, if you want to pay, that's great, but there's going to be, I think, a 3 or 4% fee on paying with a credit card.
Well, Alyssa, we'll have her figure it up tomorrow and see
Yeah.
what that might be.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Man.
I know.
So we should just wrap it up? All right. Man just wanting to go
I gotta
home.
go home. I'm cold. Ace is ready to go home.
Everybody's wanting to go home. I'm ready to show some
Lord,
houses.
Jesus.
All right, let's go. You guys can see me. Another one's starting. I get excited about these houses starting. We got this one starting. I got that one framing.
the
That
other
one
thing,
going.
I know what it is.
I want to build homes.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. Okay, now hold on. Cheryl's put something in here real quick. Interest at Lightstream is between 5.9 and 8.99%. The higher your scores, the lower the interest rate.
Right,
That
exactly.
That sounds fair.
Yep, and that's the same thing with 21st Mortgage.
yeah, sounds
We don't
normal.
care where you get financing. In this
Yeah.
21st Mortgage,
But you don't have to go through that.
you go Lightstream, 21st Mortgage, personal loans,
Yeah, if
grandma,
you can get a loan.
cookie jars.
Cookie jars, my goodness. Where are we at, real quick before we go?
Right.
The forest, the beach, and the prairie. Where are we at?
With the development.
With the development.
All right, the forest, we talked to the city. They have 1.75 of a road to finish with their sewer, and they are done. Soon as the weather clears, they're done. Now, we're not waiting because we are already buying conduit, water lines, and the fiber optic cable to go in. We're going to start digging the electrical for the forest immediately. We just dug the primary for the concrete, okay,
Yes.
for the beach. It's already in today, the electric is. I got a concrete company that's coming to saw the concrete for the beach. for all the sewer and everything. They're coming Friday to start cutting the concrete up. As soon as that's done, we'll pop and put that in. It's gonna go quick. The forest, that'll be going in. I'm designing the prairie, so I'm hoping by the end of next week, I will have the design of the prairie, the lots, how many there's gonna be. We have almost 8 acres. The one thing I've had to contemplate in is that land is high here, goes down a slight slope, and it's about a sewer and how we're gonna do it. And I've been talking to the excavator and how we actually wanna make that happen, right? But it's 8 acres. The prairie is actually almost, there's more land in the prairie to develop than the forest, you know, so.
Really quick, if people send in their 20%, God forbid something happens or whatever, it's refundable.
Yeah.
Yeah, just want to make sure. And yes, we take cash. Cash, as Randy always said, cash is king.
Yeah, well, you know what? We have 7 to 10 people that have cash that want to pay for their home in the resort. You guys are our partners. If you come in and you pay for that, you are partners. You will get first pick of any lot in the resort. I'll build your house, put you on the schedule, build your house. If the resort's not done when I get your house done, we'll have it setting here, we'll rent it out, and we will start making money on that immediately, and your 2 years won't begin until the lot is ready.
Oh, Brittany Pope. Remember Brittany?
Yeah.
Yeah, the girls, they're going to come out here, they're going to live. They said they can't wait to live here in Tennessee. I did not tell you this at the first because you were talking about all the details and everything, but I cannot express, and it was no disrespect to the investor, but they did not want you to go with a partner. Nobody did. I mean, we're talking comment after comment after comment after comment. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are very happy with the decision that you've made, and they weren't making him out to be an investor, to be a bad guy. It's just, they're invested, like Travis said, he said, we've invested in you because it's become a family.
It has.
And everybody feels that way.
You know, when I talk to business guys, bankers and people, they're blown away about what we've accomplished.
Yeah.
Everybody, we are such a light to this community.
Yeah.
The Newport utility guys that are putting in the primary, they come out here. The guys that are working, putting in the line, they said, you know what he said? He goes, man, thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
He said, our community
needs
this.
Yeah.
We developed that 160 acres. I'm actually wanting to call it Tiny Gatlinburg.
No.
And the reason is it can be a little city in itself. I like this is kind of little Manhattan right here.
Yeah.
This is like, I mean, this is going to be fun.
Well, and you touched on it. Newport needs us.
Yeah.
They need companies like us. They need stuff. They need, you know, they're
stimulation.
All the people is going to be adding to the economy here.
Oh, guys, I've already got in my mind I want to put a 20-story high-rise here. It's all glass. I mean, there's just so much fun that we're going to do here. And people are amazed that you all believe in us enough.
They want you to pick him up. Will you pick him up?
Buddy?
Getting ready.
Hey, come here, Ace. What's wrong, buddy? Yeah, he's wanting to go to bed.
I know.
He's been up.
Rocking.
Come here. Oh.
Tell what happened the other day on the walk up on the property.
What do you mean?
Whenever I carried him.
Oh, he fell asleep.
Yeah.
We walked up on the 160 acres. We walked for a couple, 3-4 hours.
We were up there almost 5.5 hours.
Amanda fell asleep.
I did.
I kept walking.
I laid down.
I come back and they're both asleep. He didn't wake up, and she curled him up in a shirt in my coat.
Yeah.
And carried him for a while, and he was
rocked him like a baby.
He was out. You ready to go to bed, buddy?
Yeah. Well, this is exciting.
Yeah.
Really exciting, and everybody's on board. So this is.
You guys make it happen. I've never taken out a loan.
No.
I have never taken a loan from me. It's always been you guys that brought us out of the hole. It's you guys buying these homes from us and believing in us who we are.
And there was a lady on here, and I'm so glad she said it. Where is her name? Let me see if I can find it really quick. I had it in my head, and then it left me. She said, I have been watching you guys since Amanda's backyard.
No, that's cool.
Yes, and I screenshotted her name there. I can't.
It's all right, buddy.
But
it's okay.
And there's several people that has watched when we were in the backyard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, look, he's sleepy. You ready to go to bed, baby? You ready to go to bed? Yeah. I rocked him and he fell. I mean, he'll fall asleep.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, we want to thank everybody.
Yeah.
This is our investors.
Yeah, they are. You guys,
Yeah,
it gets tough around here. It's a hard business.
it is.
We, the way we live, we're just like y'all. Amanda's got an old house, and I'm living in an 8x9 cube, and I love it. I love everything about everything that we're doing and how everything's happening here.
Yeah.
And like I said, we can't make anything happen without y'all believing in us. So I know that, and that's why I try to be just everything. I want to show you all everything we're doing and say, you know what? Here it is. You want to ride? Let's go for it.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
That's right.
So thank you all for that. And it is a pleasure to come on. When we thought about not going live because we had so many naysayers on there saying bad comments and doing things, and we thought, God, how can we keep from that happening? But Amanda said, we got to go live because we interact with you all. So when I'm talking right now, I mean, I know I'm talking to people that are really listening to me right now.
Yeah.
It's not just a pre-recorded program.
That's right.
Look, he's gone, ain't he?
Yeah, he's gone.
Sleep.
Oh, he's out.
He wanted to
Look
go
at
to
his
sleep.
paws hanging.
He wanted to go to sleep.
Yeah, he's sleepy.
Yep, and now you're going to watch Ace grow up here and be our mascot and just grow up and be a big old boy running around here.
But the interaction, I mean, I get the pleasure of watching everybody's comment on here. Like I know all you guys, and I know how often you're on here, and I know everybody's asking questions, and they're talking about the dog, and it's going to be something,
Yeah.
And
I get on. I've been reading a little bit more and watching. This is a big thing about community.
Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot about it. They said we've got the most lonely people in the world right now.
Oh, yes.
There's more loneliness and there's more depression than ever before in human history.
It's so bad.
And we're so alone.
Yep.
Everybody, can I tell you just a little quick story? I went to Walmart, all right, last night or night before last, and I was in the fruit section. And this guy came in, and he was an older man, and he was sitting in one of those motorized chairs. And he was looking at the apples. And so I just said to him, I said, boy, I like them Honey Crisp apples, And he said, boy, me too. And I looked down, he had a gallon of ice cream in his cart. I said, who's that ice cream for? And he goes, that's for me, like that. And he said, you know what? I'm 77 years old. And he said, I got sugar diabetes. He said, my feet hurt, my hips hurt. I lost my wife 7 years ago.
Oh.
And he said, you know what? I know that ice cream's not good for me, but I'm going to pour Pepsi Cola in it, eat me an apple, and make me a Pepsi Cola float. And he said, far as I'm concerned, I got my graveyard bought. I got my casket paid for. And he said, I just want to go home.
Oh, my gosh, that's so sad.
And I just he goes, so I don't care. He said, I know this ice cream's not good for me, but he said, I go home to nobody, and I'm ready to die.
It's a sad life.
And I looked at him, and I thought, man, he needs a community.
Yes.
He needs somebody on his door, and he wanted to keep talking to me because he was lonely.
Yeah.
And he started talking about, sawmill and him working over at Inca. He used to work at the old Inca plant 26 years and retired at the old plant that we used to be there. But there's people, gobs of people that are lonely.
Gloria just hit the nail on the head. He needs your mom.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people just talking.
Yeah. My mom, she just loves to talk. She's 94. She says, I don't know why God still got me here, Randy. She says, but he's got a reason for me. I said, Mom, you're in good health. You're going. I said, God, you got it great. But she knows she can't drive. She can't get out. And she just misses people and stories and all this stuff. And so does that man. He's 77. He's really not that old.
No.
But he's give up because he lost his wife and he has no vision and no purpose.
Right.
See, that's what it's about, everybody. It's about vision and purpose. It's like, why do guys, it's so important for me that these guys come here and work, that there's more than just coming here to build a house.
Right.
I want to make them feel that they're a part of this, that we're growing, and that they have incentives and bonuses and just being proud of what they're doing, So.
And we see it already, and I posted that this morning whenever Randy sent the pictures of him and Ace out there walking the trail.
Yeah.
The community's already started with the 10 to 12 people that's here on the concrete.
Yeah.
They have potlucks. They go out to dinner together. They go do all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff together.
People
They-
share stuff, food and
they're
recipes.
in and out of each other's houses all the time. So
Yeah.
it was a needed thing for them.
Yeah.
I know it's a
Oh,
needed thing
believe
for
me.
everybody else.
Steve and Scott, they got a little dog. They got a little German Shepherd
Yeah.
dog, and they're training it, and they're actually working part-time or kind of full-time here, helping us with inventory. And so,
And the biggest thing, I think, we're pet friendly. We're going to have dogs everywhere.
it's going to be Dog City.
Dogs, and Laura's got, how many cats she got? 4?
Oh, I don't know.
I think
God.
Brady got
Gonna have one of them catio. What was it?
a catio. You got to have a catio.
Catio. We're gonna see chicken wire on people's fence. There's cats clung to it. Ain't we, buddy?
Like Garfield stuck up on the window.
We gotta have Travis come down here and take pictures of that and walk around. The catios, all the catios.
catios.
How many catios do you got in your community? Do you have a catio? No.
You
How
have a
big is yours?
catio?
I bet mine's bigger than yours.
Oh my gosh. We got a website just for catios.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody thinks the wind's blowing,
Woo!
the door's flopping.
All right.
Thank y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. We'll be sending you contracts. The people that emailed us, if you're interested, you know the thing. Just email us. We'll send it out to you. Let's
Yes.
make this thing happen. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Let's go to bed.
Not Ace. I mean, he's out.
He's shivering.
Bless his heart. Oh.
He was crying. He's wanting to go to bed.
I know. That's what he was crying when we were up there walking for 5 hours. Night, everybody.